house of
I
council.
think yours was in,
Rosendale.
I handed you yours when you
This
came
looks,
before.
this looks good, this
You
gives
want it?
comparable to what I,
No, I have.
You mean this draft?
It's not here.
yeah.
So this is a
The only-
good guideline for Gina.
The only thing I would want to add to the experience, I would want to make sure that we're looking for people that have a little bit of experience maybe with golf courses, ski resorts.
Yeah, maybe we should put that in.
Um, I'm glad that we have in here the watershed, that's good.
Right,
Ski areas, golf courses.
right,
No, I think that would be a plus as opposed to
right.
Well, yeah, we
mandatory.
don't want to interview a bunch of people that don't have any experience in
Yeah,
what we're looking for.
Right.
Okay, so I could just add that to the experience.
Now, should we evaluate these proposals at a special planning board meeting?
Depends on how many we have, I would say.
All right, we would have to find out from Gina.
Well, you need to do dates.
Okay,
If we have three,
Green,
that'd be fine.
Chazen, and then you gave me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So as of today, there's 9 that I'm gonna make contact with.
okay.
So that'd be, we'll end up with 4, hopefully maybe 5.
Possibly.
Right, right.
Out of that 9.
All right, so if we date them for 30 days from, say, tomorrow.
Wait, I think I do. I do. Okay, so today's the 12th, so 30 days would put us into March 12th would be the regular meeting.
Okay, so,
How about if we say 3 weeks, what would be 3 weeks be? 1, 2, 3 weeks would be close of business day, March 7th. So then that would, but is this something that you want to do at a regular meeting?
Not a regular meeting, workshop.
all right, today's the 12th, let's see, March 12th would be our next meeting, so we can extend it. So if we do it for the 5th, which is the workshop,
But that gives us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 11, 12. Then it means by the 28th or the 3rd, that means that I have to do everything I need to do. It gives me 1 day to do it.
well, we could have a special meeting in March, just to interview these people. So if we wait till after our regular planning board meeting, we could do it on the next day, well, not, because there's court on Thursday.
So what about like the March 18th?
Yeah, the following Tuesday.
Yeah, that's the 18th. Our workshop meeting is March 5th, the regular meeting is March
Right.
12th.
And then, are you, I'm not sure, I mean, let's put the date down, and if anything comes up, just say, you know, you can't make it.
When is the regular meeting?
The regular meeting is at 12.
But I can't say, we gotta decide, well, just give me the dates for the RFPs, and you guys can figure out what day you wanna hold a special meeting. But I need dates to put on the RFPs.
Well, they're gonna have to respond to us by, I would say by the 14th of March. They all would have to be here.
Now, is it our choice, or do we just recommend to the town board?
No, it's our choice.
Our choice.
That's what we chose to do. put out a proposal and a resolution to hire consultants for all the other stuff, you know, the scenic byway, New York Rising, all that, you know, I didn't want to be involved. I didn't want our consultants to be involved in all this other stuff.
Joanne, on the RFP, I also need to disclose if A, we're gonna have a special planning board meeting, and if so, the date and time,
Well, that's it.
It would be the 18th.
It'd be the 18th
18th.
at 7 o'clock.
Now, these proposals will have a dollar value, and do we know how much money we have?
Yeah, we know. You went over it with Gina.
I did?
Yeah, I actually have your sheet that you broke down to tie into.
Oh, that?
Yeah, that was the check. We have to work within that amount.
And they know what the amount is, I guess?
Oh, the proposal?
Yeah.
No.
No.
No,
No, we're not.
why would they?
Why would they? We want to hear what they come back with.
Yeah, if they come back with more money, then we're going,
Then they're not
And you know
Well, then
considered.
we're not going to consider them.
That's what the RFP's for.
yeah.
It sets up a guideline, if they can't
You've
meet
got
that.
this, and they're gonna come in like $1 less.
Yeah, dollar, that's not what it's for. All right, so now you have everything?
Yes, the response is due by March 14th.
Right.
Special meeting will be held March 18th at 7 PM.
That's a Tuesday.
Yes.
Yes.
And then after that, we will provide written notification to the aborted fund.
Does everybody look through this, everybody's happy with it?
Yeah, it seems like just a basic guideline.
The only thing is like with cost, provide a schedule of the hourly rate. I would like to have somebody just come in and give us one price
One price.
to do it all. Because it's really not a whole review, it's just an overview for us to understand.
But then you also got to take into consideration if they're gonna use a senior person or a junior person, the rates are different.
But what I'm saying is I'd like to have just say $10,000, you know, and that's it for the whole review course.
Hmm.
But I don't know if, well, we'll see what they come back with. I don't know if you could
Maybe we can ask for both.
ask for both. Yeah, I guess you could.
See what.
But you gotta let me know before I do this.
What do you think, Rob?
I think it's probably gonna be really difficult to do that, to give a price. I mean, if they were to give a price, it would have to be a high price to cover it.
Cover
You know
whatever
what I
they
mean?
contingent.
Yeah,
Because
All right.
we're gonna be calling them for answers and stuff,
yeah, and they,
Yeah.
not just that meeting, but
Yeah,
yeah,
we want them to
but
be
they certainly
available.
don't know how much you needed to wait,
right.
you know?
What do you think?
I mean, is it customary for this size project to come in at a flat, just
A
a
flat, yeah.
flat
We don't know.
price?
We've never had anything.
Did Cheesen say that they were gonna provide for us?
They wanted like so much in escrow that they would draw from.
Right, but they were gonna do it on the hour.
Hourly.
And I asked him that, and he had given us two rates, one for in-office rate and one for an actual field rate when he's here with us.
Yeah.
And also
And
junior
whether-
and senior.
That's right, whether it be
Yeah.
a junior or senior.
Person,
Yeah.
Should we put that in the cost paragraph? To describe the, you know, this, the senior or junior partner? or-
Well, it kind of says hourly rate of each
I guess
person.
we can cover that in the interview.
Yeah, yeah. All right.
But is there a specific list of what they're gonna do, or is it just gonna review?
No, we're gonna give them what we would like to have them review for us. Things that we maybe are not too sure on, or don't understand you know, as well as we should. That's why we, you know, I help everybody put that disc in and put this some stuff on it. Don't look up there, John. Yeah,
You also want them to write your findings for you.
yes, they have to write our findings. Yeah, exactly.
Well, if they're smart, they can figure it out by
Yeah, they can.
how much money we have.
Oh, they will. All right, okay, so we'll leave this the way it is, this strip.
I guess we'll learn a thing or two about this.
We will. Okay, do you need this green plan one, or you have?
I have mine up for you.
How many do we have going out now? 7?
None.
None. I don't have information. The only ones I have information on is what I've given you thus far, Green Path and Chazen.
Right.
But the other ones, I just have names and addresses, so I'm gonna send the RFP to them, and they'll send back to us to review.
Okay.
But Chazen didn't give us a written,
They gave us a brochure about highlighting their past jobs and all,
Right,
which is
but
basically green, it's sort of like a letter of intent,
Yeah.
yeah.
Statement of qualifications.
Mhm.
Okay.
I thought there was a third one.
Only him and this green.
Maybe
You
it's
can just
something
print that
else.
up for me, I'd like a copy of that, just, you know, so I can do some research on them.
Which one?
The names of the people.
Oh,
You said you have 9 of them. You don't have to give it to me right now. You have an extra?
no, but I have an email, so I can give you this one.
Okay.
One of these days, you're gonna give me that email address.
We'll see.
I use it. Oh, those are the 7 and they changed it in green. Okay. You can answer that. Send it out.
No, if I can see them, then I can do some research and find out, you know,
Ahead of
about
time.
them.
Yeah, okay.
Now, don't we put something in the paper and that'll?
Yes.
Yes, do that too. But I couldn't believe that that would be the only thing we did.
That has to go in the paper right away, right?
Yeah. But I, you know, I'm like, well, nobody sees it. And we never get a, proposal like that. I mean, you have to.
Oh,
address
they
that.
have people, in these kind of firms, they have people that actually go through the paper looking specifically for that. Even construction magazines,
Mm.
Rick Adela's new place, they were calling every week.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah, they publish all this stuff, yeah.
You can be sure that they know what's going on with this one.
Okay, so now, the approval of the, we approved those dates, right?
Yeah, that's
Oh,
my,
okay.
You don't have
I
to
lost
make
my
a
mind
motion
for a
or
minute.
anything.
No, I said, I explained to Gina that, you know, even though all this is meaningless, I know that planning board does not make resolutions. We don't make laws and we don't make resolutions. That's what the town board does.
well, that's not entirely true, because every time something's passed or approved, it's put into a resolution. That's part of what the town clerk's issue was, because the planning board and CBA were not forwarding to town clerk's office copies of the resolutions for over a year. Remember I gave you the copy of that memo? Yeah, and so that's an issue. I mean, the motion is basically just a verbal resolution, but when anything is passed or approved by either board, it goes into a formal resolution.
And what do they do with it?
It gets filed with my department and also with the town clerks. And it's
Because all I
accessible
needed
to
on the planning
anyone.
board, I never even heard of that.
Yeah.
But all the things that we passed, I never knew there was a resolution, but we certainly didn't make the resolution, we just motion to pass something or approve something, that's all we do.
Which is a resolution action.
Huh?
Making a motion, absolutely.
Right,
Yeah, motion, verbal resolution.
right.
But when it comes to administratively, it goes into a formal resolution. It gets assigned a number,
Oh,
runs consecutive, and it gets filed with the, not only us, but with the town clerk. And it's something that's accessible to the public as well.
okay.
The hotel, the Foxfire,
Yeah,
there's a fee per unit, right, in a situation like that?
I had a question about that because it said per approval. The way the fee schedule states it, it's per approval sought. Application for a special permit and or site plan review, $100 per approval sought. Then it says the fee listed in number 4, which is what I just stated, is only applicable when the project does not trigger fees covered under items 5 and 6 below, which is fees for new or replacement construction, residential development of multiple dwelling units, or commercial development, which that may be applicable,
Yeah.
yes, isn't it?
Yeah.
So then it's $200 per application plus $50 per 1,000 square foot of building footprint or a fraction thereof. And then there's also site development disturbance.
well, that would be, okay, well, that landscaping is
Up to 1 acre. Oh, so, yeah, maybe then what I collected is not correct. Because what I got from him this evening was $100.
Yeah, definitely.
It's not right, okay.
So I just,
So I need to know then the square footage of building footprint.
Well, this is what I said. Once again, I think what happened here tonight was the cart was put before the horse.
He has come in several times, and I did tell him, the site plan tells you absolutely everything that needs to be on your plat. They want to see septic, driveway, setbacks, boundary lines. And he didn't think he was gonna be able to get it, and obviously he didn't.
you did check it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Here's what should take place. The applicant comes in to you and gets the application. He fills out the application, he gives you the paperwork.
right,
The paperwork then is given to the building inspector, zoning enforcement officer. He in turn goes down the site plan checklist and makes sure that everything is there.
if
Okay?
I'm not
If
mistaken,
there-
he
if
did
there's
have a
nothing
meeting
there,
with
if the
them.
lights are not there, it doesn't come to us.
Okay,
It's not supposed to.
okay,
If
parking.
yeah, because the gentleman came tonight, meaning well, but it was really a waste of his time and ours, because there was no information there. If this wasn't even a preliminary,
Has Al looked at it at all?
if I'm not mistaken, Al did speak with him. Al has spoken to, and now, yes, he has. And as a matter of fact, Al's very familiar because he has building permits for something else. And I believe it's the fireplace. He's already
Oh,
been
so
out
he looked
there.
at it, Yeah. he
Yeah,
looked it up.
yeah. And again, he knew that he was nowhere near with
What he
what he needed, yeah.
Finally came and he found out from us what he needed.
Just get the ball started.
yeah.
Yeah.
We should probably, something like that, we should probably have the fire department take a look at, don't you think?
Fireplace?
No, if he has proper fire escapes,
Oh,
and,
yeah.
if the fire department has any problems with the situation. And get in and out of there, get enough,
Yes, but there's, enough, ways to get out.
for that many units, I would think we would want to touch base with the fire department.
But I think that's all part of, like with the building,
With the building.
Yeah.
yeah.
Or
That's
be
the
out,
whole thing,
it would
but,
be,
but this wasn't a
out.
site plan tonight. He had no site plan here at all.
Oh,
Yeah.
I know that, and
That's what she said.
He
She
knew,
told
he
him
knew
that.
that too.
She told her what we would be expecting to see, and he knew that, so he just didn't have it.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, in the review process, it should go to Al, and if it's not complete, Al
It
should
shouldn't
say,
even come here.
Al should say to him, you know, or come under the conditions of a workshop or something, but not a
Right.
public hearing. I mean, if it was a busy night tonight, this would have been a little uncomfortable.
But that's where the issue comes in also, because technically, the workshop is supposed to be for you folks and people to drop things off, not, and we didn't have a lot of workshop last week.
Right.
Or you would have had this last week. So you would have had time to look at it. I guess he just wanted to come in, meet with you folks, give you what he has thus far, and if he had any questions. So I was the one that told him to come in tonight because we canceled last week.
He was
Well,
out.
there's no harm done.
He was
No,
the
I'm
only
not
one
saying there's
here.
any harm done, I'm saying that we're kind of circumnavigating a procedure here.
But we're not.
We are, they're coming to us, and Al's not reviewing it.
But
I
Al
mean,
did,
it shouldn't come to us. You
Okay.
shouldn't say to him, Gina, to come here.
but I told him to come to the workshop, and the workshop was canceled, and Al's already met with him. Al's already looked at these things,
Okay,
so he knew.
he came to us today for a site plan review.
Incomplete, he knew it was incomplete.
Then don't come to us if it's incomplete. Come to us with a complete site plan. And Al's position is to make sure that he goes down there and Al says, okay, the lighting is here. The landscape is here. This is here. This is here. If you took this to any other town, if you took this to Woodstock, you would never get past the front door with it. They would send you back on everything that's missing.
Again, he would have been here last week at the workshop.
So that's right. Because he
You know,
was-
no, I understand, but if he comes back to your office or Al's office, and there are things incomplete in this application, I'm not gonna hear it
Okay?
next week. I'm just gonna say it's an incomplete application.
Okay.
Because
And again,
we're
just
not
keep-
learning from this, we keep doing it, time after time after time after time with the site plan reviews, they're coming in incomplete.
Okay, well, now that you're saying that, I just found out within the past 2 weeks that things have to go in front of Al first before they get referred to you or zoning board. I just found that out, and I've been here 8 months. And that's because of lack of training.
No, I'm not blaming you.
No, I'm not
But
taking
just
it that,
saying-
but you have to
I'm just
understand
saying
my
you can't- You
frustration.
can't cut out that office and just
No, you
bypass it and
shouldn't,
send it to us.
but if I'm there with no training, and the only way I'm getting educated is on my own, or reaching out to other towns and villages for help, if I don't know what it is I'm supposed to be looking for, then of course I'm gonna let things slide, because I don't know what I'm supposed to be looking for. So you have to understand my frustration with the lack of training.
How often is Al up in the office?
He's supposed to be in the office all day on Mondays, and the rest of the week, he calls me, or he'll stop in for a bit. I mean, I have no control, and quite honestly, I'm completely frustrated, extremely frustrated, because I'm not only doing building and zoning, but I'm also doing planning and ZBA, and I'm trying to wing it. And in all honesty, I am very fearful with this Hanover and with Crossroads, because I don't want to have something important slip through the crack and then it comes back on me.
Well, you should be able to take the paperwork in from the applicant, okay? Look at it and give it to Al, and Al should make the decision. That's not your decision to make, so you shouldn't even be involved.
Okay, but again, Art, I just found out in the last 2 weeks that there was a procedure that things with the planning board should go through Al first. And I didn't know that nobody could come in and go directly to the ZBA. I didn't know that.
No.
They have to get referred from the planning board. Okay? And then I get told, well, that's common sense. Really? That's common sense? Common sense is somebody who's been doing it for a long time, not common sense to a layperson.
Well, now we know.
All right. Do you have a report from the county?
Well, the meeting was called for in February, but I do have a question to the board. Regarding the railroad museum. You guys got the railroad museum paperwork and just passed it? And it went to the ZBA, and they passed it, and they sent it to the county. Okay, and then the county rejected it, and it came back and it was passed. Now, Pete is the town's representative to the county planning board, except when he's not there, I'm in. And I'm looking at last month's worksheet, and I have here referral number, 2013-170, Empire State Railway Museum. And the recommendation from the county was to disapprove. Okay, and it was voted on 16-0 to disapprove it. So this town's representative to the county planning board disapproved what this board and the zoning board did.
You're talking about the car.
The car barn, yeah.
Say that to me again, Ben. Say that to me again, please, a little slower.
Okay, you guys, everything was passed through the town, it was submitted to the county.
Right.
The county,
They just sent back a disapproval,
The
not with
county-
recommendations or anything, just a flat disapproval.
they said, their recommendation was disapprove, and it was